Hello viewers, today we're taking a look at C5 Corvette alternators. I recently ran into some trouble with mine. I was driving the other day and my car started doing all kinds of goofy stuff. Like I was driving and then all of the electronics in the vehicle shut off and then I had to power cycle it in the middle of traffic, and as soon as it came back on it said something on the little heads up display that Corvettes have, like system charge fault or something related to that manner. So I knew it had an electronics issue, and so I took my battery and my alternator and got them both tested. Alternator tested bad. Once that was decided, I went on Amazon Prime and found the cheapest alternator I could, and I purchased it. So if you happen to find yourself in the same predicament, make sure to take a look-sees here. It may be insightful. Alright, I just opened my Amazon replacement alternator, and I received a starter. So that's on hold for another day or two. Alright, looking a lot more alternator shaped than the last one. Oh, lo and behold, my Amazon alternator. Okay, let's go put it on. First thing you're doing when you're replacing your alternator over there, you're going to disconnect your battery so you don't die. All right, and then you're going to take your hog cranker, a 15 millimeter. Then you're going to put it on your tensioner right here and push towards the intake, and then the belt will come off. Yeah, it's loosening right there. I have one hand, but just release the tension and then slip it off. We're on the other side of the engine bay. You're gonna grab a 13 millimeter and take this nut off and then unplug this Johnny. And then you come over here. You take your hog cranker again. And there's a bolt right there, the 15 millimeter, and then another 15 millimeter. And this pebble might be kind of snug. I had to hit mine with a mallet. Taking a look at the OE and then the Amazon Prime one here. This is the OE one. The back here. I think there's like a regulator back here, which is what went out on mine because it was giving me the high voltage error. This one's got like 140,000 miles on it. It's 24 years old. And here's the Amazon. A little more resistance. I don't know anything about alternators. I'm assuming that's gooder, but I'm gonna put it on and see if it fixes my problem. I just have to push these pins in a bit. I got the top one pretty flush. The bottom one's probably gonna have to go in a little more, but the width of the shindig is larger than the OE one. So you might have to smack those flush. All right, I got everything reconnected and the battery hooked up and everything. I'm gonna pull it out and let it idle for a while, if it turns on. Wow, it is so nice and peaceful, and you can just hear the birds chirping. It is so nice. Okay, it looks like we're at regular operating voltages. It looks like it's alternating. I don't know. I'm gonna let it idle for a while, we'll see. Alright, it looks like the warning message for the high voltage is gone. I haven't done anything else to the car. Ah, shit. As you can see, it's not done being tuned. But it's pretty drivable. Alright, I've made it to a random parking lot. The alternator does seem to be alternating. How long is it going to alternate? I don't know. It came from China. But, you know, it's working for now, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I had purchased and installed the alternator on June 22nd. It is now October 26th. So it's been on the car for about 4 months. I usually only drive the car on the weekends to the gym and to fast food restaurants, because that's all I fucking do is lift weights and work on shitty old cars and eat food. Nonetheless, I've put about 1,300 miles on the car since installing the alternator. I have not had any issues whatsoever. It's been great. I'm still in the process of learning how to tune the car, so I've flashed a bunch of tunes in the car. I'm just sitting in parking lots, and I haven't had any trouble. So honestly, overall, I would recommend this alternator, 100%. I think the cheapest one AutoZone had was $200 and some change, and I think this was 130 something shipped to my house, with no core, obviously, because it's Amazon. So yeah, I would definitely check this out if you need a new alternator for your car.